Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about, car finance or a deposit on a house.
Okay, yep.
I guess that's the topic that I got in mind. So there was a question that we saw in social media that was somewhat interesting when it comes to personal finance. The question goes to, do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah, they have it.
Okay.
The person said, I have saving for my daughter for her first car. It's around $3,000. I save $125 from my salary every month. She's 12 years old. How can I grow her money?
So at the age of 12, you're already thinking about a car, which is a good thing in a sense. I mean,
saving for the future.
Yeah. I guess this person looking at it as instead of you going to a car loan, possibly,
Yes.
or whatever the scenario would be. It's a good thought process in that aspect. The fact that you're trying to help out your kids.
Yeah.
So overall, however we look at it, it's not a good idea to look at in the short term, because at the age of 12 here in Australia, kids can start driving roughly at about 17 years of age. And that puts you in a position of a roughly about 5-year term.
Yep, to save extra money for the car. But the thing is, for us, we're always against to buy depreciation asset.
Yep.
But at least you save up for the cash to buy it, assuming you're not going to get a finance in the future. But the thing is, as a teenager having let's assume $10,000 car. Do you really trust them? I don't trust my kids. No, sorry, I don't.
For me, when I first started driving a vehicle in Australia, I got a beat up car. It was granted, I did the wrong thing. I actually took a personal loan. I took a $5,000 personal loan. However, at the end of that term, when I finished paying off the loan, the car value is very, very low. It's like, I think it's like $1,000, $2,000 if you're lucky.
Most of your cars sold at the end is like $1,000 or $2,000.
That's true. And and I looked at it like the idea of saving up for a car is a good idea.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be on you, the way I see it. If the child wanted to have a car, by all means, they should really save it, because if they really earn it, if they put like their sweat equity, let's say, it is they will take care of it a lot more.
Correct. So we already have a strategy. So if the kids ever they want a car, yes, you can have a car. How much you pay, I'll pay the other half. 50-50. Yeah. I think for us to pay for the lot is not fair. And I think for them to pay for the lot, maybe a bit too hard for them to save up for the money. And currently we're in Queensland, Australia. Public transportation is not as good. So I think in the future, they will need a car. Anyway, not for our kid. And then for this person, we did few scenario. So what if like her was really common for a majority of people, they vote for put it in high interest saving account for the money.
At the current stage, a high interest saving account, roughly
5.5%. So we just put a quick calculation. If you have $3,000, put a 5% interest a year for 5 years and $125 a month. And at the end, when she's 17 years old, then you'll have $12,000.
Give or take roughly that amount.
Yes, of course you can buy a car with that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're going back to the reality of that $10,000 should not be just you putting the money. It has to be, like, say, maybe if they saved up for that amount.
Yeah. So, and next scenario, we were thinking, okay, how about you put it in low risk ETF to purchase
with a current rate
the 5 years,
roughly of 8% or so. We're working on that number, and doing the same time frame of about 5 years. At the same amount of $125 a month. Yeah. The total amount comes down to $13,000 that you'll be receiving, or the total, I guess, the net value. Yeah. At the end of the 5 years. However, we look at it in our experience. Is it really worth it doing it for a vehicle?
No.
because
Well, for us, well, never enough. For me, if I can, I'll never ever take out the ETF money if I
the
can.
ETF, it's like or any investment is like the goose that lay the golden eggs.
Yep.
And we kind of see that now after recording a lot of mini series that will be published soon, based on our net worth valuation
Yep.
and how it potentially can grow further.
Yep. So the scenario that we would be looking at would be if you have $3,000. Still, let's assume ETF growth for 8% per year for 20 years. So which means she'll be 32. I think we'll maybe starting a family, thinking of paying a house deposit. And you can continue to contribute $125 a month. And it will become $88,000.
That would be a lot, I guess,
Substantial of
more
money. Yes.
compared to the first car,
Yeah.
especially if they're looking at to purchase their first home, let's say.
Yeah.
As an example of that. So that would mean instead of having an asset that will be depreciating value, hopefully if you buy the correct home or so, it can grow a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's how we look at it.
Yeah, that's how we see value of money, what you should save for, what you should try to pay minimum for.
Like with a car, great idea. However, the child should actually
contribute a portion of it.
Yeah. This is based on our 2 cents.
Yeah, well, our kid are not getting car yet, but we'll see what happens.
So, but you know, we're not in that stage of life yet where we're thinking about buying a car for our kids. Our kids are still a little bit younger. However, if when we get up to that stage, that is the steps that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just our 2 cents. If you guys like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time.
Bye.